Hi guys, this is Marius from TradeMate Sports, and in this video series I am explaining the different odds types. The next odds type that we are covering is totals, also known as over-unders. With totals, you are betting on the total number of points or goals scored in a game or a set or a half or a quarter. Let's say we have a football game between Manchester City and Arsenal, and we want to bet on the total number of goals scored in this game. We can place a bet on, for instance, over 1.5 goals at 1.10 in odds. That would imply that if the game ends with either team winning by 1-0 or the game ending in a 0-0 draw, we would lose the bet. For any other outcomes of the game, we will win the bet. Alternatively, if we place the bet on under 1.5, if the game then ends with either team winning 1-0 or in a 0-0 draw, then we will win the bet. When you go to a bookmaker's page, they will usually show you a main over-under line. The most common one in football games will be over under 2.5, but if the bookmakers anticipate it being a high-scoring game, you could see the main line being, for instance, over under 3.5 or 4.5, and this varies. One thing to note is that for sports such as basketball, where there is a very large number of points in total, for instance, in an NBA game, the over-under could be over under 210 points scored in the game. And in these games, it is often typical for the bookmakers to move the entire line instead of changing the odds. So if more information comes into the market that suggests it will be an even higher scoring game than 210 points, then they will, for instance, shift the line upwards to 212 points. Or if they anticipate that there will be fewer goals, they will shift the entire line and downwards to 208 points. Let's say you think that there will be a lot of goals in the Manchester City versus Arsenal game. You place your bet on over 3.5 goals. If the 3 goals or less are scored in the game, you will lose your bet. If more than 3.5 goals, effectively being 4 goals and upwards, are scored in the game, you will win your bet. So that's how totals or over-unders work. And often you will also find these types of bets not only for like the full time of the match, but you can find them on the first half, second half. You can find them on the quarters in basketball and American football, and you can find them on the different sets and games in tennis. The most common way to bet on totals is for the full match. And an important thing to note is that unless otherwise stated, that will be the end of the bet. We take the League Cup final between Manchester City and Arsenal. If that ends in a draw after full time and the game moves into extra time, then that won't affect your bet at all. The bet will only last through regular time plus stoppage time. So just make sure to be aware of this when you place the bet.